And welcome everybody back to the Games Tavern. So grab yourselves an ale and take a seat by the fire on this nice chilly evening as we return back to Dirty Deeds. It's been a couple weeks, but we are back at this so we can go ahead and continue with our travels through Eberron. This is your first time here catching us on Twitch. Welcome. Go ahead and hit that follow button down below. Helps keep you up to speed on everything we got going on here at the Games Tavern. We got a lot of great shows throughout the week. Or go ahead and subscribe as well. You can also catch all of our shows on YouTube, usually about 48 hours or so later. We might have a little bit of a backlog sometimes, but we do get those up eventually, where we have all previous 60 episodes up there. Well, almost all of them up there. You can go back and catch up on all the glorious adventures that these fine individuals here have been on over the course of coming on almost 2 years now, I think, for us. So it's been quite a ride so far, and we're about to get back into it. But before we do, we just got a few reminders for everyone.
Remember, if you have Amazon Prime, you also get a free Prime Gaming subscription that you can use. Prime Gaming subscribers support everyone on the show, and they get access to our sub-only emotes and to our special subscriber-only channel on the TGT Discord. So hit that button, and don't forget to come back next month to do the same thing.
Also, a huge shout out and a big thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. You can follow our link in chat and check them out for yourself. They are our favorite place to play our games online. You can access rules and adventures and other supplements. It also provides digital tools like character sheets and character builders, and all sorts of other tools that are usable by DMs and by players. As a spellcaster, the spell effects token is super fun to use. We think so highly of it that it is the official VTT of the Games Tavern. So follow our link in chat and use our promo code TGTShard20 and save 20% on all subs.
How much?
I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it clear. 20%.
20%? Never heard of that before.
Chet, can we get a really crisp 20%, please?
20%.
Oh, so crisp.
Wait, I gotta check my mic. Streamloots is live at the Games Tavern. Follow the link in chat to pick up your Games Tavern packs. These cards can be utilized to help out the characters of the show with things like inspiration for the entire party, granting a luck point for a player, or other collectible cards. There's also a card to grant inspiration to the DM. Please don't do that, but it's an option. I have to say it, but don't do it. Just, if you're feeling feisty.
We need love too. Just saying.
Not at our expense. I'm just saying.
Yeah, it wouldn't necessarily be at your expense, but usually is. So, a couple weeks ago, our lovely adventurers here were traveling through the skies of Corvair. They departed the City of Towers, leaving behind one of their family to take care of her actual family back in Sharn. As they traveled through the skies, they got kind of harried by a hurricane, managed to make it through, and in the chaos of the winds and the rain, a couple crates got shifted around down in their cargo hold. A couple of crates broke open, and hearing weird noises throughout the cargo hold, a couple of the crew of the ship went to explore, one of them coming back missing a couple of fingers. So our adventurers turned around, went down there to look to see what was going on, finding all sorts of dead rats and a couple cats. They looked through the cargo hold when they came across a small new friend, a tiny baby clawfoot, had been tucked away in their cargo hold without their knowledge, and managed to break free during the storm. A few little shenanigans kind of took place, but they were able to get to its attention and get it to follow Echo back up to the rest of the ship. Refixing the crate as well, so they got a place for it to stay, and they are currently in the process of trying to train this wild beast. But while they were working on taming this beast, Taryn, having received a message from some unknown individual, went back to his quarters and found a young drow woman sitting in his room, warning him of assassins that have been sent after him. And that is where we left off last session. As adventurers, it is roughly midday on your third day of travel through the skies of Corvair. What are you doing while you are flying through the air?
So this is same day or next day?
So this is same day. So
Same day.
it was, you woke up in the morning and Richter, your first mate, came by and had informed you about the issue with the raptor. You went down immediately after breakfast and found him.
First things first, I will tell Richter to take a few men and check all of the cargo, as this crate has snuck into our manifest. It's not supposed to be there, so I want to know if there are any other crates that are not supposed to be, or everything is accounted for.
Okay. Aye, Captain. We'll go take a look. We'll get an inventory done. I'll get the quartermaster.
Good. Richter, wear gloves.
Aye, Captain. Yeah, we don't want to end up like Marcus.
Mhm. Good old Three Fingers.
Yeah.
No, it will get him better name.
Yeah, and they go down over the next day and a half. They go through the inventory of it, and everything's kosher. It was just for some reason this one crate, which actually reminds me, within the crate, there was a letter that had been found as well.
Mhm.
One addressed to Echo, simply stating, "Thanks for the dance." And I think you kept that pretty well hidden from everybody, didn't you? You didn't tell anybody what it said.
I guess I didn't, but I don't think I intended for it to be a secret. I just
Okay.
because I don't keep secrets.
Mhm.
Yep. Okay. So, what do the rest of you all wish to do on this fine, lovely day?
I am cooking, and I am tinkering. And since there's a T-Rex sleeping in the office, I'm gonna try to be quiet about my tinkering.
Okay.
We'll see.
All right. And what projects are you working on?
Right now I only have one major project. And that's it.
Okay. The arm, right?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yep. Okay. All right,
Uh,
Echo.
So first and foremost, I need to come up with a name for my little buddy here. But I'm not good with thinking of names, so I am I allowed to call for a group huddle?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Absolutely.
So I'll call for the group and be like, how's our buddy doing right now? Is he
Hungry.
hungry? We'll ask Steele for some food.
Yeah, we got rations for days. I mean, we were pretty stocked up in Sharn, so sure, we'll feed him some meat of some kind. We can find something.
Okay.
All right, so I call for the huddle. I mean, I guess so if he gets food, he'll be chill, right? Or does he need to keep? He'll be fine right now.
You give him some more food and he seems to calm down a little bit, but half hour, an hour later, he's hungry again.
He's
I mean,
a baby.
He's a baby. Babies
Yes,
are
yeah, I gotta
hungry.
keep him fed. All right, so what do you all think we should give? What name we should give the guy? Well, actually, I still don't know if it's a boy or a girl.
You wish to name this creature?
I mean, Yeah.
Okay.
Your name.
Sure. I mean, I do not know if they use names in the wild, but can I ask what is your long-term plan with this?
Well, Halceris, I mean, the riders we met had names for their creatures. I mean, the halflings back.
I look at it. I look at Steel, and then I look at all like 6 foot 6 of Echo. How tall is Echo?
Yeah, somewhere just tall.
Something like that. It's just like
Somewhere.
I
I'm
do
just
not
saying.
think-
I'm just saying it's not unheard of. Is all.
Of course.
And can I, having spent some time with the feller, can I take a look and see if I can figure out what what his sex is?
Yeah, so that's going to be a survival check.
Can I assist?
Or survival.
So, could I use nature?
So nature is more
Knowledge
Yeah.
about creatures, right?
yeah. Okay. Sure.
Can I assist?
Yeah, I haven't even mind, but oh wait.
I have 3 suggestions as well.
So let's take a look.
Oh,
Okay, so with
17.
a 17, you're pretty sure it's a female.
I pass this along to Echo.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, still give it a name, treat it a gender neutral name, I guess. I was gonna suggest Crate or Crater because we found it in a crate.
Oh, Crater's a great name. I think we stick with it.
Like Crater the critter.
Crater the
Even
critter.
if you have any ideas, I'm all ears.
I was I was gonna suggest replica, reverb.
Replica.
Mm.
I'm just gonna call it V.
I mean, I was going to suggest Scone, but I mean, the Crater also sounds good.
Pan.
Scone.
What'd you say?
Scone.
Scone?
Like a
Scone?
breakfast scone.
Oh.
Biscuit, scone,
Oh.
Cafe.
cafe.
You guys
tend
do
to-
seem
I
to
mean,
have a.
We tend to name things when we are hungry.
I was really
Photo.
tempted to call Ursula Gravy, but I didn't. So
Scone could work too. I like scone.
Are you planning to keep this creature?
I mean, I can't just toss it off the ship.
I mean,
It does
is
have
bird of
feathers.
prey. It is. I mean,
It's feathers, but it can't fly.
have you
not
tried?
exactly wings, but you know.
Yeah, no, there's no wings.
I was more so is to not release it back into wild.
Oh, I
mean-
honestly hadn't thought that far ahead. I mean, I don't really.
I mean, are we gonna release it in New Cyre? Because I don't think New Cyre's gonna enjoy having this thing on the loose.
Yeah, but I mean, there are plenty of new things in New Cyre. But I mean, we are heading towards dangerous place. Might not be safest for small creatures.
Yeah, but if we leave it in the wild, how do we know it'll survive just like that? Normally, they need their family to thrive at this age, and so.
It's true. They do need the
I'm not-
pack.
I'm not saying we cannot return to Talenta Plains.
Is that on? That's not on the way. We have to kind of go
yeah.
around.
Yeah, so I mean, so I do have the map up for you guys at the moment.
Mhm.
So you guys can see where you're currently located. You guys are actually.
Alceris rolls out this map in the conference room.
Yeah, we'd have to. You'd have to. That's a pretty long trip.
Yeah. So I
Have
mean,
to-
eventually, if she feels comfortable, I mean, reunite her with her kind, but well then I guess she's stuck with us.
Halcyrus kind of nods his head and is like, no more missing fingers from my crew.
Oh,
Okay?
that wasn't my fault. But
And
yes,
you
I
are
will.
taking responsibility for Crater?
Yeah, I guess we're going with Crater.
It's a good choice.
Good choice. Great choice.
Then your responsibility.
Okay.
All right?
I've left my How to Raise a Raptor book somewhere. I gotta go find it.
I'm sure he'll be fine.
How
You know
to
what?
train your
I honestly
raptor.
think Alceris probably has a copy of that one somewhere. I mean, his library back at the house was big.
Extensive knowledge.
I mean, you do know that if anybody would know how to raise a clawfoot, it's the halflings out on the Talenta Plains. Okay.
All right.
Taryn?
So while we have everyone here,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
all right. So interesting news. Apparently, there are assassins after me. Don't know why. Don't know where they'll come from. Don't know when they'll come. But that's just something to look out for.
Coming after you?
Insight check on Terran. Specifically, why, if he does know why or not.
Okay.
16?
Looking at him, the way he said, he doesn't seem to know why.
Well, I mean, have you done anything in your past that might kind of alarm?
I've done a lot of things in my past.
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you recollect things that might, just so we can rule out what it could possibly be, who it could possibly be.
Oh, I know who it is. Just why they're after me, who hired them, or that's the
Who is it?
mystery. I'm not sure if you've heard the name, but the Fang sisters. They're Drow, right?
So you were told by the individual that or Tirani that the Fang sisters are two of the finest Drow Shadowblade assassins.
Oh, yeah. So I relay that information.
Can I do a history check if I've heard of any of those things before?
Sure.
I've been around and about. Another 16. Holy shit.
No. You have not heard anything of them.
Fair.
That means they're good at the jobs.
Are they expensive?
Probably.
Like,
Sarah says
paying
never
off?
heard of them, so
Well, no. Can you
like
just,
I said,
pay
that
them
mean
off?
no. Oh, I'm not paying. Pay them? I'm not doing that. Nah.
Wait,
And
can
they
they
wanna
be
fight.
hired?
Probably. I don't know. We can talk to them if we ever see them.
Just saying.
That's-
I mean, you could. I
that's-
mean, obviously we could fight them. We'll fight for you, but like,
This seems honestly, this seems like a bridge. We'll cross that bridge when we get that type of situation. I just keep the party abreast with the situation that we may or may not be dealing with.
So you're not keeping
Yeah.
secrets from the party.
Can't say I'm keeping secrets. And just a casual, not so obvious glance to Echo.
you say that out loud that you're not keeping secrets.
Yeah.
I appreciate that.
The
Okay.
urge to lean into this one is too hard.
I thought you would, Echo. Keeping secrets is, especially now, after all we've been through, it's not the best of things to do.
Of course not. I mean, we had a whole discussion about it.
But you led.
Yeah, you led. Yes, right. So, keep everything in the light. And I just tap Echo on the shoulder.
Okay. So
I wait for them to leave because I'm gonna stay in the like main room for a second and go over the maps. But before
Okay.
I do, I take out my my bag of marked coins that I use for augury, and just gonna real quick roll them bones and say ritually, be like, is it a good idea or a bad idea to keep the baby raptor on my ship? Just gonna roll some augury bones. Just be like, oh god.
So as you roll the bones, just the general sense in the air just feels almost comical in a way.
The gods love a good laugh. Anyway, but I will then with the map laid out of kind of New Seer, like the travel routes.
Okay.
I'm then gonna take out the etched maps I have from the ship in the Mornlands.
Okay.
I took time to etch those,
Yep.
and I'm gonna go over and just look like our current course, like where we are, like where we will be in New Seer, and then like our destinations, which were Eston
Right.
and Making.
Correct. Yep.
And I'm just kind of looking at them, just trying to judge the better part of anything. And then I'm going to send a message.
Okay. So as you're looking them over, kind of looking through some of your notes and stuff, you remember that the two forges that are remaining is you had the main forge that was in Making, which was the capital of Cyre before the morning. And then Eston was where the Triforge was located, which was a large one that was used for building immensely large warforge, like the Colossus or the Colossi.
Yeah.
And all that.
Let me see. Just want to get the right name for who I'm sending the message to.
Okay.
Maybe the 12. I will send a message to I'll send it to Marius. Maris, so who's the head of the 12 right now.
Okay.
It's too important to not bridge over old qualms. So I send them a message. I say, hello, Marius. We are heading towards New Seer. Then to the morning. Advice on which forge to pursue. Please advise.
Okay. As you send that message out, a brief moment goes by. Oh, Halsaris. Good to hear from you. We have sent a party to Eston already, in case you failed. Head for Making.
Yeah, it sounds like the jerk I know. Okay. I will then say, send another message, because it'll be faster for us to just proceed from New Seer instead of heading back to the 12. So, I'll talk to Steele and the others first and say,
Okay.
basically, I'll approach each of you and just give light of the conversation, so that we are the Making on the Glass Plateau is the only one left, hopefully. So whether either we head straight in or we head to back to the 12 and then back down again, it'll take time. But we could also have things sent to Star Lusker to using the lightning rail. as far as any provisions we might need. What do you all think?
Are we running low on provisions? I don't know.
More so the rebreathers and the tinctures for to deal with the morning. Because if the other question is, are we taking the ship in?
Can we take the ship in? I mean, is there somebody that can answer that for us definitively?
I mean, it's up to us. It's our boat.
So you do remember that when you got the ship from the 12, that they had actually done some work on it to allow it to be able to travel through the Mournlands unaffected by the chaos of whatever transpired there. They had
I'm just looking forward to not living my life in that weird blinky ship situation. I just don't want that to happen.
Okay. Yeah, it will hopefully allow us to, not be blindsided by the tunnel of light this time.
Yeah, that'd be great. That was super fun.
So you do recall that this tunnel actually went through the glass plateau in the southern part of the Mournlands. And the city of Making is actually encased within the glass plateau. Yep.
So we might not avoid it, but it is possible. Perhaps there is a way from the top, or perhaps on the other side there is shorter path.
I mean, if robot creature things are getting out, then there's got to be a way to get back in.
Tavern, Echo, what are your thoughts?
Well, it might add to the trip, but it's important. So I think we should make that stop.
Yeah, I trust your judgment. I think it's probably the best.
So, votes for proceeding straight from New Cyre into the morning. That's what I'm voting. To just pass through.
I mean,
So we're not
Yeah.
going to be stopping at the morning at New Cyre at all, or we're going to stop and then.
We'll
Oh,
stop
yeah.
in New Cyre.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're not going to do a flyby, but we will stop
Oh,
and then
yeah.
we will just head on.
Oh,
we're not jumping back into the Mournlands without a nice couple rounds at the bar in New Cyre. That's just a flat no for me on that one.
So I will then excuse myself and then send back another message to Maris about very well. We shall proceed towards Making. Please send provisions for crew to New Cyre. Any help would be appreciated.
Okay. A moment later. What provisions are required? And that's it.
This guy.
Burn them spell slots.
Burn
Burn them.
those spell slots. I fight the urge to say, "Marius, you jackass." But they say additional rebreathers, potions to fight morning. Any additional aid would be appreciated.
A moment later. How many crew?
I swear to the gods.
Wait a minute. Doesn't he know that? Didn't he help us set up our crew?
Yeah,
Is he-
there's a
is he
solid
asking how
chance
many-
Marius
Is
just
he
being
asking
an
how
ass.
many? No, is he asking how many we killed? Because I feel like that's where it's.
He doesn't know. I mean,
I'll send I'll send another one because I need to actually speak to the crew themselves. So I'll call probably in like 2 shifts, just like on who's downtime and who's not. But I'll explain the situation that we will have a stop in Nusir. We are going to stop. We are going to recapture the forge in making. We are going to try to stop whatever this mechanical menace is that has been killing across Corvair.
So I was gonna say, as soon as you say making, you see a lot of, probably about maybe a quarter of the crew just kind of like eyes just go wide.
I know you all signed onto the ship for different things, and I will not hold it against anyone who is scared of the morning. We are all scared. The morning is a phenomenon unlike any before. But in order to try to quell this new threat, we shall be going in. We are stopping off in Nusir. Anyone who is not prepared to travel into the morning may disembark at this point. But for those of you who wish to enter, wish to fight, and wish to protect the ones you love, rewards can be vast.
You see a few people kind of nodding their head, and a couple people kind of hit their chest real quick. Other people you see some of the other crew members just kind of start whispering with each other.
You have 4 days to think on this. Think well, think hard. I will not hold it against anyone who wishes to disembark.
You get a little chorus of "Aye, Captain," kind of coming from all over within the crew. And as you see them kind of dispersed, going back to either try to get some rest, or because it's not their shift, or that you see a lot of just hushed conversations taking place. The morale just seems like it may have gone down a little bit with some of your crew.
I'm going to, I'll ask Steel and Echo to try to make something nice and open up some extra grog for a little boost to morale. How many are on our crew? 20, 25?
So you've actually got 35 at the moment.
35.
What the hell?
Yeah. So I thought it was like that.
I thought it was 20.
I will send word to Marius. Crew of 40. Please send some fine spirits, as well as and I'm gonna ask for a secret thing that I'll just send to you, DM.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what I'll send. I'll spend another and then at the end of my message, any further questions, please send to me so he can burn some goddamn spell slots.
You get a response back. Need location.
I said Nusir.
You said, did you? Okay. Then you just hear, huh. And that's it.
Just rubbing my forehead because he's such a dick. I thought maybe we were going somewhere, but no, it's still just a jerk.
Yeah, no, he was still being kind of a...
Only got that job because I wasn't there. Okay.
All right. So As the crowd kind of disperses and you guys continue on with your day, you guys open up a little bit, some more ale and get some good food out there, and general morale of the crew does start to build up. Then evening starts to come. Echo, as you towards the end of the night, you get ready to go lay yourself back down for the evening. You go into your quarters and you see an open crate. No clawfoot.
Oh no. Any scratch marks or bite marks around?
All over the place. On
Huh?
the door, on the walls. Your bunk's a little tore up.
But are there any, like, if she's not in the crate, are there any holes that she might have crawled into?
Go ahead and give me an investigation check.
Oh no. Oh wait, my thing froze. Hang on.
All right. You get your shard. We'll get shard back up here momentarily for Echo. As we might now have a rogue clawfoot on the ship again.
Especially right after I was told that she's my responsibility. Okay, investigation. That's a 10.
You see a couple holes, but you're like, no, they're too small. She couldn't have fit through those.
Crater? Like, I try making like rap clawfoot noises, like, okay, I'm not gonna do it right now, but like trying to replicate something. Do I hear anything?
You hear some scratching from the other side of the boards on the wall.
She's in the walls.
On the other side of the board, is there a room on the other side?
So you go around, you look, and it's one of the hallways within the ship, and you hear the same scratching moving along. It seems to be within the wall.
How'd you get in the wall? Can I find like an entrance to the wall or like some sort of like crack or opening?
So as you're looking around, especially out in the hallway, are you focusing in your room again?
I'll start in my room and then I'll go into the hallway.
Okay, so in your room, you're not really finding anything. Hallway, it's pretty sealed up pretty well.
I'm trying to think. She was in my room, so I don't know how she would have gotten to the hallway.
So you do see that there's a small hole, but that at first you thought she couldn't fit through.
All right, I'm gonna pull out a piece of meat and I'm gonna like kind of insert it into the hole, but like not too much.
Okay. You kind of put it in there a little bit.
Yeah.
And
I'll be like whistling, making noises to draw attention. Maybe tapping on the side of the wall.
Right. You hear a little bit of scratching coming closer towards it. And closer towards it. Then you see a small little gray nose covered in fur and whiskers. Start sniffing.
That's not who I want.
As you yank it back, you see the rat that started to nibble at it backs up, and then you hear it squeal.
Oh no! She's inside.
And then you hear the claws of Crater scurrying away within the wall.
Come back! No, I don't know how to get her back.
What are you doing?
I want to go to steal.
Okay.
Oh no.
You find steel.
Yes.
Oh, we have a slight problem and try not to tell Hal Sarah so soon. I think I lost Crater in the walls.
How?
She escaped her crate and just ran, scratched her way into the walls, and now she's terrorizing rats inside.
I
I don't know how to get her out.
I mean, good for her. That's less food we have to feed her. Well, let's just see if we can find her something that's a little bit easier to get than rats. I'll go grab another tuna steak out of my reserves, and I will. Okay. Where's this? Where's this? Where did you last see her or hear her?
Room.
In your room. Okay. Let's see what we can do. I'm gonna grab some stuff from the office, from my workspace, and we're gonna set up a rudimentary trap if we can, using my Tinker's tools to create. I want to do. Can we play Mousetrap with her?
What do you have in mind?
So from the hole, I want a tripwire that is going to set off a small Rube Goldberg of things that eventually lands with the box or a new box. I'm gonna grab something made of metal this time.
Okay.
And only metal.
Well, so looking at the crate, she didn't tear through the crate. She figured out how to open it.
That could be easily okay. Then I'm just gonna pick up the crate and take that. Then
Okay.
That's easily resolved. We just we can fix that.
Yeah, raptors are smart.
Lock it.
Yeah. Exactly. I was gonna say I can. I even have a spell for that. Okay. Let's go ahead and I'm going to grab the box, and essentially the idea is that I'm going to suspend the box from a tripwire in the ceiling.
Okay.
That's delayed, though. The tripwire is going to knock over some things in the room, and eventually it will release the thing. So she has some time to nibble and really get into the whatever she's eating before the actual trap is sprung.
Okay. So while you two are going through setting up this crazy mouse trap for the raptor, Taryn, it's midnight. What are you doing?
All right, it says midnight.
Yeah, it's about midnight.
So I walk by, like in the in the background, camera pans. I walk by, see them setting up this trap, look at them, and say, "All right," and walk away. And I go to, I guess, the front of the ship.
Okay.
Find a little spot, and I meditate. I'm gonna try to see if I could have a conversation with Carson.
Okay. As you getting yourself settled to start meditating, go ahead and give me a dexterity saving throw real quick, please.
Dexterity saving throw. And let's see. 25.
So 25, you catch it kind of out of your upper peripheral, and you're able to kind of move out of the way, where you see the head of a rat just falls from above you and hits the floor right in front of you. And as you look up, you see Crater in the rafters, and she runs off.
Okay. She runs up. Can I try to lure her with food?
Okay. What do you got for food?
Some jerky.
Go ahead, give me an animal handling check at disadvantage.
12.
She's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you try to go after her, or do you just shrug it off
Which way did she go? Like what direction?
towards the back of the ship?
Yeah, I'll follow her. Try one more time, and if not, I'll just meditate back in the back of the ship.
Okay, yeah, no, she you see her kind of go over one rafter, duck into a wall like corner, and then disappears about halfway through the ship.
Yeah. All right. Okay. I brushed it off and just go back to doing what I was gonna originally do.
Okay. We'll come back to your meditation. Halceris. What are you doing at around midnight on this ship?
I think probably if it's all things kind of moving at the same time, I think I'm probably finished with that call with Marius.
Okay.
And so either I'm sitting in the main room, or in our quarters, just like thinking about going to get a drink, because that was draining.
Okay.
Or yeah, I think I'm just probably chilling in the room for right now.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Or would it be just my passive perception?
Well, actually, yeah, it would just be your passive perception, which is through
19.
the roof of 19. Yeah. So you hear some scratching coming from the wall right by you.
I get closer to it.
And yeah, it sounds vaguely familiar to a small creature that earlier today may have been.
So
discovered.
Halceris is gonna just kind of rub his nose a little bit, but then he's gonna think better of it. I am going to use channel divinity, knowledge of the ages, and give myself proficiency in animal handling.
Okay.
And then I am going to take out a piece of jerky, but then I'm gonna go ahead and just with like one of the pens that are on the desk, I'm just gonna prick my finger.
Okay.
So there's a little bit of blood on the jerky.
Okay. So, all right. So you do that.
All right. Then I'm gonna go to just looking around on the wall. Do I see any like notches, mouse holes? I don't suppose we have air vents, do we?
Not really. I mean, you got a couple. There's some of the interconnecting tubes where you can communicate across the ship.
Okay.
You do find a small little hole though.
Okay. So basically, what it sounds like is Halceris is just gonna be like he's just trying to like call the raptor, with hopefully the scent of blood also draws it in.
Okay, and you didn't feed the raptor earlier either, right? It was just Steel and Echo.
I think it was just the two of them. Yeah.
Okay, so you would have the animal handling a disadvantage, but because of your spell, it would be a straight roll then, right?
Okay. Well, it's I get proficiency bonus.
Oh, you
onto
get
it.
proficiency. Okay.
So it would be and I'll guide myself on it for, it's +4 for the proficiency, but 17, and then guide for 21.
Okay. So with the 21. Oh, is that with disadvantage?
Oh, you want to do finish?
Yeah, because
So 20.
dirty 20. Okay. So you're putting a piece of meat through the hole?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or actually, I'm putting it just outside the hole, so it's kind of waft in there. And I'll put a little gust of wind on it just to like pump that smell of blood in through the hole.
Okay. You hear the scratching stop, and then you hear it start again as it kind of works its way through the walls towards the hole.
Mhm.
And you see what looks to be a small little muzzle sniffing at the hole. And looking at this hole, it's not quite big enough for the clawfoot to get through. So you see a tiny little clawed hand kind of reaching out towards the meat.
I just keep moving it. I keep it just far enough away where, because I don't know their musculature. I don't know if they're like cats where they can just kind of like bend their body to fit through whatever they want.
Yep.
So just gonna try to. Yeah, I can't just grab its hand, I suppose.
You could try.
Then it would just be stuck there. I'll move it a little bit further away to see if it can poke its head through.
Okay.
If it really tries.
So as you kind of pull it away a little bit more, you see the little clawed hand come out, go back in, and you see the muzzle start to poke out. And it gets to the point where its eyes can kind of see through, and you see it looks at you. It just kind of
Come here.
stops.
Come. How about yeah, what the hell? It's not undead. I'll command it to come.
Okay. Wisdom save, right?
Wisdom 18.
It looks at you, and it just starts trying to push its way through. And then you see it pull itself back, and you hear it run off through the walls.
Okay. I'm
So-
going to.
Well, so Steel and Echo, just all of a sudden you hear the hurried, like, footsteps of this thing coming through the walls, and it lunges out of the hole that you guys set this trap at.
Are we able to anticipate it in time to like catch it?
You can try.
All right. I'll try and catch her, I guess.
So what is the way you're tripping the trap?
I had it set up so that when she comes out of the hole, she trips the trap a little. Like
Okay.
it's not. It just takes a light pressure, and then
Okay.
it starts the larger mechanism moving, so that eventually it drops the crate. But it should give her like 30 to 45 seconds to just enjoy her meal before anything happens, before she gets trapped.
Okay, so the object of the trap is she has to stop at the meal, then it drops over her. Right?
Like the
Yes.
cage.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Exactly.
So you see her come flying out, completely ignores the stake that you put out there, and runs for the door.
Close the door.
I cast Speak with Animals.
Okay.
You had speak with animals this whole time?
There are things about being.
Too. I'm just saying.
There are things that I just learned that I still am not completely familiar with.
I have it.
So
At third level, I get primal awareness, and I forgot about that.
okay. So she comes running out, ignores the stake, heads for the door. As the
Whoa
trap
there!
falls down. You cast your speak with animals. You yell out to her. She's gone.
I'm following. Actually, no.
Okay.
No. Ursula is following. I'm going to
Okay.
cast. They've just been kind of watching this deadpan. But I'm actually gonna cast. Actually, what's her speed? How
So
fast is she going?
Probably, let's see, Clawfoot are probably about 80 feet per round. Because she's dashing.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm going to say 60 because she's a baby, so.
Yeah, no, Ursula can outdo her. Ursula's gonna grab her. Like
Okay.
just real gentle, but Ursula's got a 40-foot move speed.
With those
And she's
gentle
gonna-
metal teeth.
No, yeah, well, it's kind of like she's just gonna cage it.
Okay. So I need Ursula to give me an attack roll. Or
Well,
a
it'd be
check. A
grapple. Yeah. So opposed athletics. Da-da-da. I don't have that listed on here because her athletics is not listed on there.
This is going to be her strength modifier.
Fair enough.
Okay. Ursula goes to bite down, and Crater just kind of steps off to the side and keeps going.
I have a backup plan. Has the crate hit the floor yet?
It does now.
Vortex warp, and she's in the crate.
I thought it was 30 seconds for the crate.
Or was it
Sorry,
30 seconds?
no.
Yeah,
From when she exited the
hole.
the trap thing.
Yeah, so then the crate wouldn't be on the floor yet then, because she's bolting. Like she is heading towards something.
Vortex warp. I'm gonna put her on the nearest thing within reach of me, maybe just the ground, and I'm going to attempt to stop her.
Okay, what is the saving throw on that? For an unwilling creature.
Give me 1 second.
So vortex warp is actually using vortex warp in this situation is actually kind of cool. But she's got a place she's got to be right now.
Well, so yeah, I agree with her. Con save.
Okay. What is the DC?
16.
Okay. You see her just before she rounds another corner, pops right there by you.
I'm gonna grab her. I'm gonna pull the box down and put her in it.
Okay. Contest again.
Well, no, actually, the box is currently slowly dropping. Right, it's coming down. So I'm actually just gonna grab it and pull it the rest of the way over her.
Okay. So it's still gonna be a contest.
Can I help?
You're gonna help grab the box to.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
guess.
the two of us
Yeah,
pull-
grab the box.
pull it
or-
down on the ground over her. So athletics, I guess, or acrobatics.
Because it's essentially a grapple check again. You're just using a box to grapple.
Do I have any? So I would have advantage on that then.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's
Yeah,
do
so
that.
Echo's trying to basically corral her while you're trying to do this.
Hey, that'll
21.
do.
All right. She goes to dart off to the side, and Echo's able to kind of put her arm out in a way, and as she comes back, you're able to put the crate down on top of her, and she is just hitting the side of the box, trying to get out the door.
Why is she in such frantically trying to get out?
I ask her, "Why are you trying to leave?"
Must obey. Must
Obey what?
obey. Must obey. That's all you're getting.
Where
from
do
her.
Where do you need to go?
Master called
Ooh. Where's Master? Which way?
this way. Let
I-
out.
I close the box, and I'm going to put a lock on it, and then I'm going to start walking, and I'm going to say, "This way," and I'm going to ask her to guide me towards Master.
Okay.
What if we put a leash on her instead, and she could guide us on her own?
I mean, she still is kind of because
she's in the crate and she's kind of.
It's like a compass. It's like a compass. Just
You see her
it's
reaching out,
whichever direction it's bashing on the crate.
and so you kind of following her little cues and stuff. You head out down the hallway where she was going. You turn the corner, and you guys see how Sarah's standing there.
Oh.
With a little drink.
And there,
Everything-
Master, there.
Everything all
no,
right?
no. You are now master. Congratulations. I believe this is now yours.
Mm.
You can
Don't know
take care of her for the night since you're her master if you want.
Oh, well,
How long does
do you want-
that last?
Not long. It was a round, so
Oh,
it's
okay.
okay.
So she,
A little creature had lasted longer.
yeah. She needed to come. She needed to get to you.
I will approach them and looking at because there's like a cage part to it, right? Like bar, you can see into it. I will
Yes.
put the bloody jerky into the bars.
And she just tears it up.
Is that better? Do you feel better now?
More food.
talking to
more
her.
food. Hungry. More food.
Did you like the tuna from last time? I can get
Tuna good. Yes. Tuna.
Okay.
More tuna?
Okay.
You got more tuna?
Mhm,
More tuna.
yep. And
more
we'll go
tuna.
back.
Come on. And she starts shaking the cage.
Can you
If you-
tell her that her name is Crater and like that if we say Crater, like it'll respond.
Could ask her what her name is.
That
Yeah,
okay.
Well, okay. So, a couple of things. For she did hatch here, so I don't know if she was given a name or has one. Do you have a name for yourself?
No name. Food. I want food.
Great. We're gonna get you some tuna, and our friend here has said that they want to call you Crater.
Okay. Crater is food.
Tuna is food. Crater is you.
I'm not food.
No, you're
Tuna
Crater.
food. Where's tuna? Where's the tuna?
We're walking and talking. We're doing it together. Okay, come on.
Why don't I have speak with animals?
As Steel walks away, I'm gonna look at Echo with just like the dadliest dad look and just be like, maybe a closer watch on pets.
It hasn't even been 24 hours. I'm still getting used to it, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna get back to where we had the trap set up, and then I'm gonna pick up some tuna. I'm gonna take a little chunk. I'm gonna put it in, and I'm gonna be like, "See, in the crate you get tuna. Out of the crate, no tuna."
Too busy eating to respond.
I know. We're gonna go back to the my tinkering area, and I'm going to make sure that the lock is nowhere within reach of the bars.
Okay. All right. As you all have finally gotten the raptor back under control, Taryn, you go into your trance or your meditation, trying to reach out to your bonded ancestor Carson. And your vision just opens up to just an open field in the middle of the night. And you see a lone robed figure sitting there on what looks to be an old stump.
I approach.
As you approach, pulls his hood back. You see Carson sitting there. It's been a while, lad.
Yeah, far too long. In a bit of a dour mood. We're in, aren't we?
Yeah. Yeah, old memories coming back.
Speaking of old memories, why didn't you tell me that you were married to a drow?
Didn't think it was that important.
Not that important. What do you mean? The whole reason for all of this, for any of this, is because of the drow. But you were wed to one.
We were never supposed to be. It's what caused the rift between us. It's why our people consider me a traitor.
That's why?
We were at war with the Drow and the Giants. I was never supposed to fall in love with her.
Never supposed. Well, I suppose we can't always control who we fall in love with.
I suppose the Drow feel the same way. That's why they're sending those assassins after you.
So you know about them.
I know what you know. We're bonded, remember?
I suppose that makes sense. So what other secrets or things that you deem not as important have you not told me?
This seems to be the biggest one right now, don't you think?
I'm not sure. Your level of priorities seem skewed. What you deem to be not important very much well could be. What you think isn't as big or serious could mean a lot, especially if you want, especially in the endeavor we're undertaking, what we're trying to do. I need honesty, Carson.
We married secretly. She was part of a raiding party that attacked one of our towns. We took her prisoner and, well, I kind of fell in love with her. So we married in secret. And then the family found out one day. They came and took her, tortured her, and killed her while they made me watch. Tried to brand me a traitor, so I became what they called me. That's why I went to the Giants. That's why everybody sees me as a traitor. I called for revenge on those who killed her.
I just walk up, just hand on her shoulder. As I'm sorry that you had to go through that experience, truly. We'll shed light on
She
what the
was.
past.
Say that again?
We'll shed
Oh.
light on the past.
That is what I have hoped for.
You can count on me.
But first you need to survive.
Well, I've done it for this long. I think I could do it for a little bit longer. What do you think?
Next few weeks should be fun.
Aren't they always?
And with that, he just kind of fades away. And you find yourself back on the ship. The rest of the evening goes by fairly uneventful. And so does the next 3 days. As you continue a very calm, serene trip heading towards New Cyre.
Over
Yeah.
the next 3 days, whenever any extra time I have between whatever duties or ship stuff that
Yep.
you're doing, just trying to get in that get that training in, try to
Oh yeah. Yep, working on your blindfolded fighting and all that. Yep.
yeah, definitely.
Well, about midday, maybe 1 o'clock in the afternoon on the 4th day, you all notice that the air seems to be getting a little heavier around you as the ship is slowly descending towards the ground. About an hour or so later, as you clear the bottom layer of clouds, you look out onto a very familiar, wide open plains. You have a run of mountains off to the south of you. And you see in the distance, slowly approaching, the location that your whole adventure began. The town of New Cyre. As you all get lower and lower, though, and you get closer to it, you start to notice things have changed a little bit. Where before it was a lot of rough buildings and farmland and all that's still there. But now you see what looks to be hastily constructed barricades and a couple towers near the road's entrances. Over by where the bunkhouse that you all used to stay seems to be a small erected, what looks to be maybe a 4-story building over on the top of the bunkhouse. You also see 3 large ballista, 2 of them facing off to the east and 1 to the west. As your pilots guide you down to be about 50 feet or so off the ground. And they drop ropes and ladders off the side for you to be able to descend down to the ground. What are you all doing?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, I'm just the bow is the front, right? Or is it the back?
The bow is
Stern.
the front.
The bow is the front. All right, so
Bow is the front, stern's the back.
yeah, just Jim Hawkins style treasure planet. I'm just hanging off on the side, and this wind in here, just looking towards New Cyre and the landing spot.
Okay. Well, so the ship cannot land.
Well, it's getting close to where
Yeah.
we're gonna dock.
Well, no. So there's no dock here either.
I mean, we gotta get to a sweeping,
Yeah. So no. So it came down, and the ship came to a halt about just hovering.
Yeah, that's
about
what I
50
mean.
feet over the ground, and they threw ladders and ropes down for you guys to
Yeah,
descend to the
just,
ground from.
on the ladder, just looking over.
I am going to inform Ricker to keep everyone on board for now. Then I will send word to him to disembark.
Aye, Captain.
Lower the hover horses.
Aye.
Look to
get 'em lower.
steal and the rest, and to probably entrance style, no?
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you guys,
yeah, that works.
you guys are probably a good half mile to a mile outside of the city at the moment. Seeing one of the large ballistas actually slowly turning in your direction. All right. After a little bit, probably about 20, 25 minutes. You see the platform descends down with your hover horses, ready for you to proceed forward.
In a long time. Who wants to drive?
Me, and definitely not Tyrion.
Too late. I'm already in the driver's seat. Getting ready. We're revving it up. Let's go. You say that as I start the engine and rev it up.
Okay.
Gonna ride with Taram and say, remember when you crashed the last one?
Yes, I do.
Just try not to do this, and I'll guide him.
Okay.
Because I don't want to die.
Rev it again and say, well, make no
right.
promises.
And as you all depart from your ship, heading back towards the city of New Cyre, this is a good spot for us to go ahead and take a short break as we return back to where it all began. And we'll be back in just a few short minutes. All right, and welcome back as our adventurers throughout the skies of Corvair had with their new acquired friend Crater, kind of lost control of her, lost her in the walls. Had a little shenanigans going on there, but they have finally arrived on the outskirts of New Cyre, the town that their adventure really got started. As you all ride your hover horses or your motorcycles, whatever we want to call them, you start to approach the town. You see a group of individuals that look to be dressed in garb, wearing the colors of Breland. Bit, but you see 3 of them currently operating the ballista that is pointed right now directly at your ship. As you approach, you see one of the guards, another one steps out and holds a hand up, almost kind of signaling you, but also kind of telling you to slow down and stop.
Do so.
All right. As you approach it, all right, friends. Who are you? What's your business?
We are the Fallen Star Company, looking to procure ware and see old faces.
Fallen Star Company, huh? Oh, they've talked about you here. How long you plan on staying in town for?
Till we get tired.
Yeah, all right, that seems fair. What about the rest of your crew?
If they are welcome, do not try to bring the ship within blasting range of ballistae.
Oh, need to be careful nowadays. New Cyre's seen a few attacks recently.
Unfortunate.
So, yeah, no. May just want to talk with Stout. Make sure that got enough room for everyone. I'm not quite sure how many crew you got.
About 30 of us.
Yeah. Talk to Stout. He'll see if he can put you guys up. He runs the Hope's Respite.
We are aware.
All right. Well, welcome back to New Cyre. All right, men, stand down. All right. You see, he kind of goes back, and you see the crew that was manning the ballista just kind of unwinds it a little bit so it's not sitting taut anymore. And you guys slowly make your way into New Cyre. The streets around you just bring back a wash of memories. As you guys lived here for about 2 years prior to departing, you see some old familiar faces who kind of all stop and look. Just a couple kids wave at you. You also see some faces you don't recognize. All just milling about the town. Some of them off in the farm fields working. What looks to be a decent crop growing. A lot of the buildings you see around you are newly renovated, it looks like. They've done some work trying to build this place back up a bit. You see small little groups of 3 or 4 individuals dressed in guard attire, just wandering the streets, mingling with. Oh, go ahead.
All with Breland colors.
All with Breland colors. They just you see them. They don't seem to be overly militant. They seem to be just regular guards, just hang out. You see him stopping and talking to some of the families and this and that as you walk through the town. Any particular place you wish to go at the moment?
Do you all wish to go and see Stout right away? I might take a small stroll for myself. Little jaunt down memory lane, as it were.
What are y'all doing?
I'm gonna excuse myself from the rest of the group, and I'm gonna take the project I've been working on and hopefully completed at this point over to the now my brain just left me with the name because I just had it up, the healer's hut. Just a second, it's in here somewhere.
So, House Jarasco has Jarasco's Healing Hut.
Yeah, Jarasco's Healing Hut. That's the one.
All right, so you're heading off that way. House Eris is planning on just kind of...
I have a specific spot in mind, but I guess we'll park the... Does anyone... Well, Tyrion's driving the one, so I am actually going to take a kind of a long way about, but I'm going to go to the Agatha's shop.
Okay.
I don't think anyone's in... I wouldn't know if anyone's in it or not, but...
Right.
Just to see it.
Okay. Echo, what are you doing?
Do I have did I bring Crater with me? I don't think. I mean,
That's
no.
that's up to you. You leave
Part of
Crater
being
on
a
the
pet
ship.
owner.
Huh?
Part of being a pet owner.
That's true, but I still take advice from my family. So I would have asked you all, should I bring her with me or not? Because I take everyone. I mean, some of them in my family are very wise, so I would want their opinion if I should bring her with me or not.
What are you doing?
Yes.
Yes.
Do you trust her to be alone in the ship?
Oh, that's true. No, I don't want that. She'll get bored too. All right. All right. I guess I bring her with me.
Okay. So you have her on a leash?
Yeah, I have her on a leash. I don't have speak with it. Wait, Tyrion has speak with animals. All right, one of us. I have to stick with either Tyrion or Steel because I can't communicate with her. So, Tyrion is stuck with me now because Steel kind of went off.
Okay, Tyrion, where are you headed?
I was gonna go to it's Celia's stone arm, right?
So
that was the one.
Yeah,
who was,
Celia Stonearm was the lady who ran the forge.
That was that was the one who was boot camping row, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I want to go see. Just a quick stop in.
Okay. So let's see. First along that line would actually be okay. So Halceris, you slowly approach what used to be Mama Agatha's apothecary, and you see that the front door has been repaired, and the door sits open as this is a nice late spring, early summer day. The front door is open, and as you approach, you just get the waft of herbs and spices and fungus and all different manner of stuff that you would find in an apothecary. Just wafts out.
Is her chair still on the porch?
Oh, it is. And you notice the sign hanging as it kind of creaks, swinging back and forth. Still says Mama Agatha's.
Cyrus kind of dusts himself off a little bit from the road, in the off chance, but he will approach and then just knock on the door as he comes in. Says, hello.
As you say that, you hear a clay pot drop, and you see a young lady, human, maybe looks to be early 20s, long brown hair coming down to about the middle of her back, just some plain ordinary clothes, apron sitting on her front, turns around and looks at you, bright green eyes, and golden eyes, and just a smear of what looks to be some sort of soil on one of her cheeks. Oh, hi. I wasn't.
Hello.
Can I help you? Yes.
Hello. I am just visiting. My name is Halceris, and you are.
I'm Astrid. I'm Astrid. Halceris, you say, huh? Okay. Well, what can I do for you? And you see her kind of wiping dirt off of her hands, and you can see there was a clay pot on the ground that looked like she'd been packing with soil, and she had dropped.
I'm sorry if I disturbed you. I was just taking in. Do you run this establishment now?
Yes, I do. Yeah. We got it back up and running about 2-3 months ago, I think. Bad things happened here before, but no, we got her back up and running now. Couldn't bring myself to change the name for some reason. So, what are you looking for? You need some mushrooms, some herbs. You look like you might be some sort of holy man. I got some incense, or what do you need?
Looking around the shop, does it look like pretty much like a recreation of Agatha's?
Yeah, it's almost identical.
I think Calceris is just looking at it and just taking it in. And just yes, sorry. Some incense would be perfect. I would greatly appreciate it. How much do you have?
Oh, let me look real quick. I'll be right back. Okay, I'll be right back. And she goes kind of behind a little curtain into the back room. And you hear like boxes and jars and stuff being moved around back there.
I look on just on one of the corner tables facing the window is where I just jokingly I look, but that is where Agatha kept some of her other books over on that side. It's just see if they've cleaned it up a little bit, made the place a little more respectable, not having smut just on the tables.
It's still there.
Good.
I mean, it's cleaned up, but
No, but it's good. They shouldn't have changed it. Yeah, I think I'm going to just I'll pick up 50 gold worth of incense.
okay. Well, so she comes back out. She's like, all right, so yep. So I have lavender. I've got some mint. I got some rosemary. I even got this one that kind of smells like roses. How much do you need?
Let's say 50 gold worth.
50 gold.
Yeah.
That's pretty much everything I got here. So yeah, do you want me to put this in some kind of box for you, or
sure,
let me
if
see
you
what I
please.
got.
I will be out on the porch. And I step out and I sit it takes me a minute to not sit in my chair because it's Agatha's chair. But then I just kind of ease myself into it and just kind of let it the smell, everything just kind of waft over me.
And some people find the aroma of apothecaries a little off-putting sometimes, but just the waves of memories that you have spending the time with Mama Agatha here just come back, and you just start to feel calm, almost as if you're home. And then you feel a light hand on your shoulder.
Sorry, got wrapped up in something.
As you look up, there's no one there.
I reach into my chest pocket and take out the little bronze dragon.
It's warm.
And I just lean forward in the chair with it in my hands. Just hope you're doing well, Agatha.
About a minute later, Mr. Halcera, sir, I've got your stuff together in here.
Thank you. Much appreciated. And I'm going to give her I'm going to say you are doing a fine job here. Keep up the good work. And I will give her 10 platinum pieces.
Oh, sir, this you've given me too much. You need change.
I'm out the door. I'm out the door.
So, one thing you noticed as you go to turn around, you look into her eyes, and there's a very strange familiarity in those eyes.
Have we met before?
I don't think so. I just came here a couple months ago, 2-3 months ago when we started rebuilding this place.
Where do you come from?
I came from Cyre, refugee, I think. And you see she's kind of looking around like she's trying to remember.
Can I make an insight check? Like not that I think she's like nefarious or anything, but just helping. 13.
So with a 13, she seems like she's struggling to try to remember something. But the look in her eyes feels like a very familiar warmth of the lady who ran the shop previously. The familiarity that you see in her eyes is from Mama Agatha. Her eyes are very, very similar.
It was a pleasure to meet you, Esther.
Pleasure's all mine. You gonna be in town for long?
For a bit, I think. We still have to find accommodation.
Well, so Stout Strongbrew runs Hope's Respite. He's usually got some rooms available. Don't get a lot of visitors around here usually, but I'm sure he's got a place he can put you up.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Well, maybe I'll see you there later.
Maybe. Please excuse me. And I
have a good day.
I walk out with my incense.
Okay. All right. Steel, you head over to Jarasco's healing hut.
Mm-hmm.
As you walk in, it's not quite the hospital you saw at New Cyre, but there's maybe 5 or 6 beds in here. You see a couple people, one small kid in there coughing every once in a while, like he's in there because he's got a cold. And you see the small, thin halfling Maris running around, just kind of going around, fixing up a few what looks to be maybe some sort of ointments and stuff.
Maris.
Oh, aren't you a sight for sore eyes?
Yeah, good to see you too.
I ain't seen you in a while, Steel. Hey, what's going on with your arm?
Yeah, that's something I came here to talk to you about.
He comes over and he kind of grabs your arm, and as he grabs your arm, and he kind of moves his hand along it, a whole large patch of your fur just falls out.
I got a tough request for you, but we, after leaving here, had to make a trip into the Moorlands, and it didn't go so hot.
This happened in there?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Do you know what it was? What happened?
I don't know for sure. Some kind of a, I don't know. I honestly don't know. We experienced a lot of weird things. A couple houses tried to eat us. Some weird light thing, tunnel. I don't know. It's weird in there.
Yeah, houses tried to eat you. What?
Giant mimics. Yeah.
I'm glad I don't go in there.
No, don't go in there.
So, how long has this been happening to your arm?
It started off just a little bit numb, and then over the last couple of months, it's just kind of spread down, and I'll lift up the edge of the shirt, and you can see that there's kind of black webbings almost reaching up over the arm and the elbow. So it's not looking good, actually.
I don't know what I can do with this.
I already have a plan for that.
Oh, you do?
I do, and I'm going to take my backpack off. I'm going to pull the prosthetic arm out. And I said, I've been working on this for a little while. But we're going to have to go back in there pretty soon, I think. And I don't think this will get better. I think that this is likely to get worse. So, I know we all experienced a lot right after the morning. But yeah, I was hoping you could help me out with this.
So your plan is to cut off your arm and reattach this one.
Yeah. I'm worried if I don't, when I go back in there, it'll spread.
Okay. Yes. Okay. When do you want to do this?
Sooner's better than as soon as you can fit me in, I guess.
Okay. Tell you what, let's maybe we'll try to do this tomorrow. So first thing tomorrow morning, give you. Now, I don't know how well this is gonna go, and hopefully there's no complications, but it might take you a couple days to get used to the new arm.
Yeah, that's kind of why I wanted to get it done quick. And before we start heading back, we'll have a couple days of travel. I can work on it a bit, tune it up, make sure it's working right.
Okay. Yeah. All right. I'll get my assistant and just come here. Well, after breakfast. That's probably.
If you don't mind, I've made a couple of small changes, but if you don't, I'll go over how it works if you want real quick, and I'll pull out some blueprints and we'll spend a little time talking over what needs to be done.
Okay. Yeah, and you probably spend a good hour to 2 kind of going over the design of it and your intention for this. All right. Taryn and Echo. As you're walking through the street, Echo, you see a bunch of, or as you're going through, there's a bunch of people just kind of, well, they'll turn, see Crater, and just kind of gasp. Or
Like,
a couple kids try to come up to him, or to
oh,
her.
she means no harm, but she's very young. So I would keep my distance.
Or she'll bite your fingers off.
No, shut up.
Ah! One of the kids screams and runs back to
Scare him off.
kind of buries his face into like his mom's skirt.
Oh no. Can you cast or can you speak with her?
All right. And I'll cast Speak with Animals.
Okay. You just hear, as you finish casting your spell, hungry, food.
She's always hungry. Oh my gosh. I mean, what's she thinking?
Hungry.
She's hungry.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, food.
I made certain to also give Echo some more fish. I don't have much more of the tuna, but I've got some other fish stocked away.
Do you sedate the fish by chance?
No, but I did have an idea, and I'm gonna also give you 2 handfuls of good berries. Try giving her one of these and see what happens.
All right. I'll give her a good berry.
Go ahead, give me animal handling on that one, because it's not meat.
Can I ask Tyrion for help to be like, it's really like kind of convince her to eat it?
Stick it in the fish.
I could do that, but like
Crater. Hey, Crater. I bet you like this. Yeah, we got some food.
Food.
I bet you really like this.
all right.
It's-
Oh, I mean, I gotta am I
Okay.
rolling with advantage or no?
Well, no. So because it wasn't fish, it was going to be a straight roll.
Okay, that's fine.
but
It's a
if you-
dirty 20 anyways.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if you actually put it in the fish, you wouldn't even have had to have rolled.
Nah, just give it to her, and so she associates that with filling.
Yep. So she eats it, swallows it down. Hunt. I need to hunt something.
Oh, you wanna? Well, okay, she wants to hunt. All right, so we'll take you to go hunt.
You see her just kind of looking
Yeah.
around.
She can't hunt any of the people. Like, we'll have to find.
No.
I'm just
Go
saying,
ahead,
like, based
people.
on how she's making eye contact, she can't hunt any of the
Yes,
beings
Yeah.
around.
not
We gotta
gonna-
venture a little bit outside.
Yeah, Crater, you just have to hold on a little bit, and then we'll go and we'll get our hunts on. Oh, it'll be just us. Sit tight for now.
Okay. We hunt.
Yes. Not yet, but we will.
Okay. As you guys are going through, you start to get some weird stares because people don't usually see a shifter walking a clawfoot on a leash in the middle
With
of
a-
town
with
Feels a
an
little
elf.
weird.
with an elf
talking,
having a
just talking,
conversation
yeah,
with
having
the
a whole
clawfoot. Yeah.
Translating.
Then you hear the familiar ting, ting, as you approach the forge. Hammer and steel forge. As you come around the side of the building, the heat from the forge itself just kind of washes over your face. The smell of coal, sweat, and metal just hangs in the air. And you see the large form of Celia, still one whole half of her head bald, short hair on the other side, just big hulking arms, just with a hammer smashing away on what looks to be like she's forging. Looks like she might be forging a sword at the moment. As the hammer strikes, you see the sparks fly off the metal.
Yeah, I just stick my head in and say, hello?
Oh, is that you, Taryn?
Yes, 'tis I.
She grabs the
And
sword off and puts it into a trough of water. You see the steam just rise up. She takes her gloves off. Comes walking over. I ain't seen your ugly mug for a while.
yeah, we've been busy.
And she's just kind of looking around. Is that you there, Echo? See, you
How's
got
it
yourself
going?
good. See, you got yourself a little friend now.
Yeah. She found her way to us, so we're kind of
I see those boots I helped make for you are still intact, huh?
they are. She likes to chew on them, but with your work, they're fine. They're still intact.
Well, at least we finally found something that worked for you. So, roll with you?
No, and that's kind of why we popped in. We were just passing through. She stayed behind in Sean, so we just wanted to pop in, give our well wishes.
Oh, so
her behalf.
she's okay then, at least.
I think
Yes,
so.
yeah.
No,
for
she's
the
good.
moment.
She's fine.
Is Olana with you?
I want to say yes. Yes, she is.
All right. So, who's this young lass here?
Oh, that's right. Last time we were here, she wasn't with us. Well, Celia, I want to introduce you to Olana, my daughter.
You jest. You
Nope.
always did have a sense of humor.
Don't remember that. No, that's just found her way to us as
Really?
well. So,
You're really his daughter. She just Alana kind of nods. Well, that's something I never thought I'd see.
that makes two of us. But
I know you didn't have her while you were gone. She's definitely too old for that one.
yeah, there's some circumstances surrounding that, but we're here now, and I'd like to make the absolute best of it.
Well, that's good to hear. Y'all need any work done or?
No, we don't. We're all fine on the weapons department. Just like I said, just wanted to pop in. And actually, so can I get arrows here?
Oh, you need some arrows. Yeah, how many arrows you need?
How many you got?
She kind of looks over. I got maybe about 20 I can spare.
Yeah, sure. I'll take those.
All right. For you, that'll be 5 silver.
5 silver it is, and I just give her gold and say, 2. Give it 2.
Much obliged.
for your troubles.
I ain't got much troubles now. I got more work now than I ever did with Brian
I
sending
have
this.
I have a question, but it's like I need Tyrion. Okay, so I like turn to Tyrion. I'm like, could you ask Crater? She's really young though, so I don't know if she'll consider it. If she wouldn't mind us putting a muzzle on her while she's on the ship, so that way she can still run around. But until we can figure out how to train her, just put a muzzle so she doesn't bite anyone. It goes against everything I believe in, but I just Alceris is very particular. You know him, so I don't want to like.
And
I want
this
to
is
prove that I can be responsible, but I also don't want to limit her freedom of running around. So, like, this is some sort of compromise.
So I kind of.
But like, word it
I
like beautifully and like convincingly, so she doesn't see it like a punishment.
So I sit down and say, Crater,
Here's some meat if you want to like.
let's see. So you like to hunt? You want to hunt, right?
Yeah. We go hunt now. Hunt. Let's go.
In just a minute, I just need to ask you something.
You see her kind of scoot down, and her tail starts going back and forth.
Yeah, it's just we need to talk really quick about boundaries and what you are and aren't allowed to do while we're on the ship.
I need to hunt.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna hunt, but I just need to ask you this first. So you can't hunt. Well, you can't. So we don't want to limit your freedom, and we don't want you to not be able to roam the ship freely, but we do need you to not bite the crew members. So in order for us to do that, there's an object that we can attach to you that won't allow you to bite the crew members, but we don't want to use it if you agree not to attack any of the people that are.
It's just a precaution.
I hunt the people.
No no hunting the people. You know, rats, vermin, fine. No hunting the people. No, the crew members are off limits. Okay, if you can't follow that rule, we'll have to. Do we have a muzzle?
Well, I was gonna ask to get it forged.
That's okay. So we'll have to put something on you so you don't hunt the people. We don't want you to bite or harm them or hurt them. Okay.
It won't hurt you. Hurt her.
Yeah, it won't hurt you, but we don't want you to hurt the crew members. Get it?
I hunt the crew members. Got it.
Oh my god. No. Nope, that's not what we're okay. Echo, just have it made and then we'll figure it out as we go along.
Okay, I'm gonna ask to get it made.
Yeah.
So you want me to make a muzzle for that?
And
yeah.
can it be a little adjustable? Because
yeah,
she's obviously going to be growing. So
make it
like,
adjustable,
it
yes,
needs
please.
to lengthen.
Okay, you see her reach over to the side, and she grabs a pair of what looks to be really thick gloves and puts them on. I need to do some measurements first.
Okay, so I pick Crater, can I pick you up? Can I hold you so we can measure you?
We go hunting. Let's go.
We're gonna as soon as we get these measurements, get these numbers, we're gonna go hunting. I promise.
She's just sitting there, looking around.
So I'm gonna try to slowly pick her up. So no biting, okay?
Biting.
No. Not yet. I'll tell you when. Is that I'll let you know when. Not now. And I try to like pick her up so we can get these measurements.
Give me animal handling.
That guidance wore off already, right?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
14.
Okay. She kind of doesn't really bite down, but nibbles on you real quick. Like
No.
like a
No,
cat
no, no,
does.
no. Come on.
Yeah. So when training dogs, if a dog bites you, you just make a yelping sound like it hurts, and so I kind of do some similar to that. No. No.
Not a dog. She goes to do it again.
Didn't work.
Can I put my hand here so like she can't really?
Okay. You go ahead and give me animal handling as well.
Blech. 14.
She bites down on your hand too. Not
No.
hard.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So
Fine.
Celia comes around the corner and she reaches out and puts her big hands on it and kind of holds Crater a little bit. And Crater just starts biting her hand, but the gloves are thick enough to where she can't seem to get through the gloves. And you see Celia just kind of take out what looks to be a string with some notches on it and just starts running it around her maw.
Get some measurements too. We might want to do some armor. Just
That's a good idea.
So this is a baby, right?
yeah. We nothing heavy. Lightweight.
Adjustable.
Adjustable.
Okay. She
Straps.
goes. You see her go over, pick up a piece of coal, and just kind of write a few numbers on the wood. Goes back and takes a few more measurements and writes things down. Writes some more stuff.
While this is
down.
happening, I want to turn to Tyrion and I'll ask as well. Like, is there a way for me to speak to her? It's just like us, for her and I to have a connection. It's really unfair. Is there any sort of jewelry piece or something that can you can attach a spell to it so you can communicate? There's gotta be something like that.
I'm not the spell guy. You'll have to ask either Halceris or Steve. Yeah, that's not my wheelhouse. I'm sorry.
Trying to yeah, okay, fine. I guess I'll actually ask him. She's just gonna have this I told you so look on his face, and I don't want to have to deal with that.
All right. So Celia finishes up. So all right, probably give me a couple days.
All right.
All right, I'll see. I'll get this done as quick as I can for you. How long y'all gonna be in town?
A couple of days.
Okay. How about the other two? They still with you?
Oh yeah. They're around here.
Wandering
somewhere.
around.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And
All right, it's good to see y'all back.
yeah. And when Echo, so we walk out and say, "Oh, I forgot something," and I want to run in real quick to Celia, and I want to have something else made, but I'm gonna keep it a secret. I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, Phil.
Okay. Man, we got all these.
Secrets in
we got
this
all
house.
these- We got all these secrets today. All right.
Yeah, and then so and then we find somewhere and we go hunt.
Okay. As you all head off to go find a place to hunt, Echo, your vision gets drawn to a certain location. As you walk by past a couple of houses, you look over and you see the cemetery that you guys constructed before leaving.
I'm gonna let Tyrion handle or keep Echo. Sorry, keep Echo. I'm Echo. Sorry. Great. The cemetery threw me off. I'll have him keep Crater for. You can handle her for a little bit, and I'm gonna head towards the cemetery.
Okay.
Yeah, I was doing all the confessing anyway. All right, Critic, let's go find somewhere to hunt.
right.
Um,
As you slowly approach, it looks a little larger than it was when you guys left.
they've definitely added people here. That means
Yeah, you do see what looks to be maybe a few fresh graves.
any names that I would recognize.
Some of the ones most of the ones you recognize, you've seen from before.
Okay.
A couple that you may have known. Some of them you never heard the names before.
Trying to remember if there was anyone specific that I wanted to like. What was it? Did we make one for Roger?
Not here.
You left Roger back at the house in the Grove.
Oh, dang. Okay.
We did. Who was the first one? You did make a grave for the
It
cow.
was for the prince,
the prince. Yeah.
Prince
Yes.
Orgev.
And the cow.
And you did make one for the cow, yes.
No, but I also made one for like an enemy too. I forgot his name.
You did. I
Was
don't
it-
think
no,
you
it's-
ever had his name.
Was it Scratch, something? No.
Oh,
Oh yeah, it was
yes, the
goblin?
kobold.
The kobold. Yeah,
Kobold.
you did. We were going for the
That's
kobold.
right. You did have Scratch the kobold, yes. This was a long time ago.
I know. That's what I'm like.
So you didn't really make markers for them.
No, I
but you
didn't,
know,
that's
but
true.
you know where they were.
Mhm. Yeah, I'm just gonna kind of walk over to the prince and simply just say, looks like your death wasn't in vain. The town seems to be flourishing while we've been gone. And I hope it continues to prosper. I'll just touch the stone or the headstone and walk away.
Okay. As you do that, you go to turn around and walk away, and another stone catches your eye. Name on it, Mama Agatha.
Did we know that she died, or was it just that she disappeared and it's assumed?
Nobody knew what happened to her.
Wow. All right. I'll walk over to it. I'm mostly feeling for Halceris in the moment, but I'm still in the middle of the books. I hope we can talk about them sometime if I see you again. And I'll touch her stone as well.
As you touch her stone, you just feel a warmth emanating from it.
I don't think you're too far away, are you?
Your foot bumps into something metallic.
What did it bump into?
So you look down, and sticking just out of the dirt, you see what looks to be some sort of bronze-covered metal, almost in a curved shape.
I'll pick it up. Do I recognize anything beyond that?
So you actually have to clear away a lot of dirt because it seems to be mostly buried.
Oh, hope no one's really like watching.
Little midday grave robbing, huh?
Yeah, I guess I'll kind of just like.
Okay. As you start to clear the dirt and stuff away, it starts to reveal a blade.
Okay.
It seems to be a curved blade made out of some sort of bronze metal.
I will pick it up.
So as you continue to reveal more and more of it, you get down to the handle of it. And the handle of this is a very intricately carved dragon.
Is the blade it's a sword basically?
So it is an
dagger?
auroch. So it is basically if you've ever seen like the Mummy movies, they have those the blade where it comes up and then it curves out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's a very Egyptian style kind of blade.
Cool. I'm into it. I will pick it up and like, from touching it, do I feel anything or?
You feel a warmth.
Okay.
But it's not just coming from this elegant blade itself. You feel it inside you too.
So I'm thinking it out loud, like if I wield this, like you'll be okay with it, right?
And you just feel a calm wash over you.
Hey, I'll take that as a sign. Guess this is mine now. Like,
However, you need to rationalize thieving. That's all.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're not there. I'm gonna like kind of just scroll out of the cemetery.
Okay. As you walk out, do you look back?
Yeah,
do
I'll
you-
look back and say, "Rest in peace, everyone."
So, as you look back, you notice that the stone that you were just at is gone.
Ah, this is weird now. Okay, you're definitely not far away. All right, I'm gonna walk towards Tyrion and be like, "What have I got?"
Yeah, so Taryn, Echo comes walking up to you with this very elegant looking weapon.
I know she went in the cemetery, right?
Yeah.
So I look around and I lean in. Echo, did you grave rob? I'm not. Nothing.
Well, first off, who buries people with all of their weapons?
there are cultures. True.
Secondly, this was not fully buried. It was kind of like sticking out. So I don't know if it was.
Listen, you don't have to justify anything to me.
Okay, I'm just practicing for if other people ask me, like we gotta work.
Don't tell them you got it out of a graveyard. You say you know.
But I don't have
it.
a good lying face. I don't know how to lie.
Just found it.
That's true. Actually,
Found
like,
it.
okay, and then like I'll actually tell him like I was visiting the grave and I saw
Hey,
Agatha's headstone. I don't think she's gone, but
Hey,
like
Echo,
she was
Echo.
there. And then this was just sticking out, and I pulled it out, and then I was like, "Oh, cool." And I asked her if this is for me, and she kind of said yes.
So I'll believe you. Believe anything you do. All right, I'm behind of you 100%. Don't tell anyone.
What do I say?
You found it.
Do I
Because
say I
to me,
found it? What do they say? Where?
You said outside and that found it. All right,
Okay,
because to me
like-
that story sounds like you're grave robbing. Okay, and like I said, I'm not judging you. All right, whatever decision.
Okay, wait.
100%
I practice. You gotta ask me where I found it.
It's none of your business.
Taryn,
Yeah.
I need you to give me a strength saving throw, please.
Oh man.
Okay.
Boy.
So, as you guys are sitting there trying to have this quiet conversation, Crater bolts after a stray cat and almost pulls your arm out of socket, but you manage to hold on to the.
Oh no.
Oh, hey, credit, come on. All right, so Echo, we'll talk about it later. We really gotta go take.
Yeah, we
hunting.
gotta go hunt. We gotta go hunt, right?
Yeah, because that hurt a little bit. I'm not gonna lie
All
to
right. Do you want me to hold? I'll hold.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll like wrap it around and hold it.
All
Ask
right.
me where I got the sword.
Oh, that's a nice sword. Echo, where'd you get it?
Wait, actually we'll do this later. You gotta catch me off guard.
Okay.
All right.
So back to you, Halceris. As you're kind of just wandering the streets, you see a cat kind of run by you as if it's running away from something.
Some things never change. But I look around, just kind of marking the changes, marking the guards, but then I will I think we basically had plans to meet over at the respite. So I think I'll head that way, but if memory serves, the respite is on the way towards the messaging station.
Yes. Yeah, it's actually
The
nearby
Cibis station. Yeah.
Yep.
So I will pop in to say hello to our old friend Squint and get a lay of what's actually been going on here.
All right. As you walk into the small little building, you see the gnome, little short, pudgy little gnome. Looks like he might have put on a few more pounds over the last several months. Feet propped up, leaning back in his chair, eyes closed. You see
If can I sneak on him a little bit? Just try to not disturb him.
go ahead, give me a stealth roll.
I guide
hear it.
myself.
You hear a slight, like a small snore come from him.
Stuff. Hold on. I'm wearing armor though.
That would be
disadvantage. Yep.
Yep.
15 and a guidance on it for a D4, but 19.
Okay. Yeah. So you come in.
I will carefully lift up on the counter where that kind of log book is, lift it up and just smash it down on the counter.
Hey, oh, Osiris?
Yeah. See, security is still as tight as ever here. I quit.
Don't get many customers in here, you know? I mean, most people can't afford it.
Fair enough.
You see him kind of rub his eyes. Man, when did you get back in town?
Recently. The town has changed quite a bit in my absence, no?
Yeah. Some for the better, some for the worst, you know? Yeah. After got a couple attacks, Brelin decided to send some guards out here to protect us.
Did they ask for anything in return?
No, not really. Yeah, no, not really. The council.
And inside that shit.
Okay.
16.
So he doesn't seem to be dodging the question, but he's not really telling you the whole story either.
Words can be such expensive things, can't they? When telling a good story. And I'm going to
That's
just
my job, right?
On the counter, I'm just gonna roll a platinum piece back and forth in my fingers.
You got a message you need me to send for you, huh? Is that
Or perhaps you can tell me what is really going on, Squints.
Well, I mean, you know, it's like I said, we got attacked a few times. Some Warforged coming from the Mournlands, and First attack kind of took a lot of people out. The council they put together did only one person survived. And they reached out to Relin for help, and about a fortnight later, we got a whole contingent of about 300 guards. Now the captain kind of runs things.
It is hard to hear. I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm still here, and yeah, I mean, a lot of people made it, and actually, since they came here, people have been able to focus on their farming and all that. We've had a couple more attacks, but nothing really that bad. I mean, now that we got people to help protect us,
I guess so.
kind of a good trade-off. Kind of a good trade-off. I can kind of kick back a little bit more now, not have to worry so much every night.
I suppose so. And I reach out to give him the platinum piece, but I pull it back into my hand. Say, think that probably covers the debt you owe me for misplacing my book. No,
What book?
fair enough. And I'll make my way to the. Try not to sleep while you're on the clock, eh? And walk out and head towards the respite.
You hear this as you go out. You kind of hear the chair creak, and you hear him plop his feet back up on the counter. All right. Steele, you get done speaking with Maris over at the healer's hut, having gone over your arm and everything. What do you plan on doing after that?
So, my next stop, I would like to make a quick duck in at the Builders Guild and talk to Amelia.
All right.
I'm taking my posse with me, taking the entire menagerie.
Okay, so you got Cafe out as well?
Yep.
Okay. You head over to the Builders Guild, and once again, you go in, and there's nobody in the office. You just hear hammering
I say,
in the back.
I follow the sounds of ting, ting, ting.
Yep. And you go off into the back. As you enter the large yard in the back, it looks more of a junkyard than it did before. You see what looks to be partial remains of a Warforged Titan. One of the large creatures you guys faced at Kenrin that had the platforms for the Warforged that were sitting on them. One with a large hammer for one hand and a large axe on the other. You see it's mostly dismantled at this point, almost as if it's been kind of torn apart for parts. And you see the familiar sight of two legs sticking out from underneath a portion of it, and you hear the hammering and the tinkering going on underneath it.
All right. I'm going to grab a spare whatever tool that's just like sitting around, and I'm going to try to make an off ding. I'm going to hit some part of the outside, but on the off. So ting 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 ting. I'm just gonna see how long it takes for them to catch on.
Oh, so after about actually, you know what? Let me roll for that and see. Does she? How long does it take for her to notice? Oh, interesting. Okay, you do this for about a minute, and all of a sudden, the tapping from underneath stops, and you see the legs start kind of pull herself out on this little cart, and you see the familiar red hair, like medium length red hair, some goggles. She reaches up, takes them off. You see like grease and stuff smeared on her face. And you see laying there looking up at you, Amelia. Oh, hey. Haven't seen you in a while.
Yeah, it's been a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. And she sits up, she's like, oh, wow. Looks like you've been busy.
Been working, yeah. Yeah, we've been.
Is that Biscuit? Is that you, Biscuit? Come here, girl. Or boy, come here. Biscuit kind of walks over. And she met Biscuit before.
Yeah, a couple times.
Yeah. And she's kind of scritches the remaining part, like the remaining furry parts of her. And wow, who's your new one over here?
That would be Ursula.
And she just spends a good 5-10 minutes ogling Ursula. Going over, kind of like grabbing one of her legs and lifting it up to look underneath. And
that was a long process, that one.
I can imagine. I'll have to get the blueprints from you for this.
It's a tough one. You need a actual kyber crystal to get it done.
Oh. I'll probably get my hands on one of those.
Mm-hmm. I'll put something in writing at some point.
What's going on with your arm there?
Yeah, it's one of the things I came to talk to you about. So we had to take a little trip into the Mournlands. Not long after we left here.
Yeah, I know you guys went in once, but you had to go back?
No, just the one time. But when we got to the other side, I don't know. Something had creeped in. It's a weird place. A friend of mine was turned into a plant, but he got better.
Wait, what?
Lots of stuff. Actually, there's another cool thing you might. I'm gonna pull out the doll that we found.
Okay.
And show her the toy that we found. We found this in one of the wrecks. Just a kind of a leftover piece of the old world, you know?
It's kind of creepy looking.
Yeah, it's real creepy looking, especially when there's like. Never mind. I'm not going to give you all the details. But the point I'm trying to make here is, I'm going to be. I need to get this worked on, and I'm gonna need some eyes to help me out. I'm going to be tomorrow, if you can help. Maris is going to be helping me get this attached. I'm going to pull out my prosthetic, and I'd like somebody who's got a mechanical mind about him, just to make sure he doesn't plug anything into the wrong place, or just.
No, I can definitely, I'd love to help with this. This is, wow, look at this. And she just starts, you make this yourself?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a couple months almost working on it.
So you're kind of the opposite of those Warforged from before.
A bit. The big problem is I've had some concerns about how quick it's spreading, and we got to go back in there here in a couple of days, in the Mournlands, that is.
Oh, why would you want to go back?
It's not about a wanna, but
that's just crazy talk.
Someday I'll give you the whole story. You might like it, actually. There's a lot of Warforged involved. I see you found a friend of ours. We've run into a couple of these guys.
Yeah, no, these ones are kind of fascinating. They seem to share a mind. Never seen them work like that before.
Yeah, they're odd. I can tell you some more another time. Did you find this one over by Kenran?
No, this one is one of the ones that actually attacked us here.
Oh. That means Kenran must have been overrun.
So,
Oh well.
yeah, we haven't heard much from Kenran in a while. But if you're dealing with these things, I got something I got to show you.
Okay.
And she brings you inside the office, and you see her kind of go into a safe on the wall, opens it up, and she brings out a small vial. And she brings it over. So I found this inside the brain mechanism for these things. And you see what looks to be a small piece of fleshy material floating in some sort of brine or liquid.
I think I know whose that is. I really gotta go. Can I take this?
Yeah.
I'll bring it back. I'll see you tomorrow, regardless. If you, I'll bring it back to you tomorrow.
Okay, yeah, I'll get with Maris so we can figure out tomorrow. But yeah,
Tomorrow morning after breakfast sometime. I think. But yeah, we'll talk some more tomorrow. But I got to run. I'm supposed to meet up with the old gang. We're gonna be down at the bar if you want to hang out later. But
yeah, no, definitely down to come have a drink or 12.
Yeah. You know what? Tabs on me. You got you and Maris both.
Okay, yeah, I'll let me get cleaned up a little bit. I'll meet you guys over there.
Okay.
Everybody's there.
Ro had to stay home. Had some family business.
I thought this was her home.
It is. It's home away from home. A lot of family stuff. You know how it goes.
Yeah. Well, no, not really, but okay.
All right. I'll see you there.
All right. And where are you heading off to?
I'm heading to the inn, to the tavern, to meet everybody.
All right. Taryn and Echo, are you heading off to the Hope's Respite as well?
Well, we need to take her hunting first, because she's pretty adamant about that.
Okay.
So probably like wander off to like the outskirts of the town. Is there like any open field area?
Yeah, there's some.
Okay. So I leave it to Tyrion to be like, you can let her run around, but she has to know to return to us.
I go hunting with her.
Okay.
What are you trying to hunt?
All right, so I just want to anything. What's out here? I want to just find something
So
we could stalk and hunt.
As you look around, there's not a lot of wild animals around here because you're still kind of near the farms and stuff like that. There's horses and cows, and there's some sheep. Unless you want to travel further outside of town, which would probably take you maybe about half an hour-ish.
Yeah, let's do
Well,
this.
I mean, we could also just like, she can work on her running and like stalking skills with just us. So
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe one of us hides and she has to like find us.
Yeah.
I'm playing hide and seek with her, I guess.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have you guys do an animal handling check.
Oh, lovely.
So are you letting go of the leash while you're doing this?
Yes, but it's again, like, I asked Tyrion to make it clear to her that if we let go of this leash, you can't like run off wherever. You have to kind of stay within a certain vicinity.
Okay. Taryn, what do you say to her?
You can, and I give him like meat to.
Okay, Critter. We're gonna we can hunt now, all right? But so we're gonna play a game. So we can hunt. You're gonna hunt me, all right? So I'm gonna hide, and you have to come find me, all right? Don't. I'm gonna let go of this leash. Don't run off, all right? Just stay where we can see you and
Hunt.
come
I hunt person.
hunt
I-
me.
Do you let go of the leash?
Just
Do you want her to hunt you, or do you want me to? I can go hide.
yeah. Okay. So yeah, you hunt Echo. Okay.
I hunt sister.
Yeah.
What'd
You.
she
Yeah.
say?
She's. Yeah. Well, she called you her sister. So yes, but this is just practice, okay? This is to
She
get
runs
better.
off towards the grass to some tall grass.
Oh, okay, we're starting. You need to be by her.
All right, so I follow.
And I like,
Great.
are there like trees or like this? There's got to be some areas that I can kind of like.
So there's some tall grass. There's a couple trees, but that's really about it.
Okay, this is
Yeah,
gonna be
I
like this
dive
is so
in, yeah.
lame, but okay.
Dive into the tall grass. I'm just in the tall grass, just with her,
Okay.
stalking, hunting.
I'm actually gonna shift.
Okay.
So then my speed will also be 50 feet.
Okay.
So I can maybe dash around a little bit.
Give me a perception check real quick.
Oh no, I don't really have good perception. It's a 17.
Okay, with the 17, you hear some rustling in the grass, and you kind of look over and you see Crater not stalking you. Crater is stalking something else that you can't see at the moment.
Oh no.
But she looks over at you and then shifts off to the side away from you, like she's trying to go around something
Oh,
else.
she's flanking.
What is she? Do I see what she's? I can't see what she's trying to actually.
No.
If I move, am I able to see?
So you catch just a faint glimpse of some little movement in the grass.
Play along, play along.
I'm gonna like jump out of the way then, or like move a little bit. See if I.
Okay. So do you want to move towards the other movement you see or away?
I want to move towards because I'm curious too, but I don't want to like steal her thunder.
Okay. So you kind of move towards it and the movement stops real quick and then you see it dart off. Just as you see coming out from the grass, you see Crater pounce, nose buried down to the ground, shaking her head, and then looks up at you and you see in her jaws a field mouse.
Okay, that's fine.
And she
I
just
was
comes
like,
prancing over to you and drops it at your feet.
Oh my gosh, look at you! I'm so proud of her. Can I like? I'm gonna like kind of give her good pets.
All right. You hear almost kind of like that chirping, purring almost
Right.
noise.
I need to get like toys to like throw, and she can kind of go
Throw the
find it.
mouse.
So you guys do this for a little while.
Yeah.
She catches like 4 more mice.
You can eat them too if you want, if you're hungry. I know
She's
they're
not hungry.
That's, okay, that's
Just
fair.
keep 'em.
Somebody gave her a good berry.
Yeah.
You're just gonna keep them. I tie them to my belt by the
Oh my
tail.
god, we're like Hagrid.
All right. And so you all end up finally making your way to the Hope's Respite. And that's where we're going to go ahead and pick up next week when we come back. So it's about that time now. So we're going to go ahead and call it an evening. Before we do go though, we got a few things to talk about, especially some of the stuff we got coming up this week.
Yes, now that I'm unmuted. Yeah, if you liked our stuff tonight, be sure to check out the other shows and programming we have here at the Games Tavern. Tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern, Whiskey, Magic, and Destruction continues as our stalwart adventurers continue on their travels. They stop in the city of Helmshold. While some of the party sneak off to find local nightlife, the rest of the party find the afterlife coming for them as ghastly ghosts seem to be skulking just outside their window. But if you have nothing going on Saturday, we have a double feature for you. We kick things off with our charity stream starting at 10 p.m. Eastern for Care of Ukraine Winter Crisis Fund. 10 a.m. That's at 10 a.m.
yeah.
not p.m.
Yeah.
Come show your support as we will be playing Through the Breach and trying to do our part in providing humanitarian assistance and aid for over 17 million people in Ukraine that are in need. Immediately following that, First Knights continues as the Jedi are on the trail of a Herglick they think may be involved in a string of robberies. Now they just need to get information. They need to find out who's behind them.
That's an interesting question. Who's behind them? If you want to find out more about that show or any of our shows, you can go over to YouTube channel right now. You can subscribe. It's absolutely free. You won't miss any of the action. You can catch up on shows that have just started, like that one. And you can see all of our back issues of our show and all the other shows that we've done. Every little bit helps, so leave a like, a positive comment, anything like that, and help bring some more viewers onto the channel. And we will keep trying to add some amazing content on there.
As always, a huge thank you to Shard Tabletop for sponsoring our show. Please go to the link in chat to check it out yourself and use the code TGTShard20 to get your a 20% discount on your DM Pro and other subscriptions. Again, that's a 20% discount.
20%.
20%.
Yep.
Whew.
Big old 20.
20.
But with that, we're going to go ahead and retire for the evening. We'll see you all again next week. Stay dirty, everyone.
Bye.